It's your girl Leah back again with another video, and today's video is a very exciting video. As I'm uploading this video today, it is my 4-year anniversary here on YouTube. That's right, I have uploaded content for the last 4 years. Since July 24th 2016 is my first ever video. I'll link it up above so you can have a good laugh. That girl on July 24th 2016 uploading that video had no idea that she would be here 4 years later still creating content for you guys out there. It's so exciting. I'm so happy that over the last 4 years we've amassed 85,000 plus people here on this platform. Again, that video shows a girl who was so excited to review the free trust deep twist hair. She was going to come on here and share her first thoughts of it because that girl had just found out about crochet hair and wanted to share it with the masses. You guys know when I get excited about something, I feel like I have to come on camera immediately and share it with you guys, and that girl was the same way. I was so excited and I was like, I don't know why the street's not talking about crochet hair, and it turns out the streets were talking about crochet hair. I was late to the game. I was late and I will admit it, but ever since then the last 4 years have been encompassed with trying so many different crochet hairs and presenting it to you guys on this platform. If you watch that girl in that first ever video, she's talking real low because again she didn't think that YouTube would be a thing, and she didn't want her roommate at the time to find out about it. And two, the camera quality is all trash, it's all crappy, but again that was a girl who hadn't invested in equipment because she didn't know this was going to be a thing. But today's video is exploring where I've come in the last 4 years as it pertains to my hair and what crochet hair has done and how I feel like it has had an impact on my real hair, because that's what this channel is about. This is what I started crochet hair for, as a protective style to protect me as I'm going on a cruise and enjoying my cruise life, how to still look good in my photos as I go on a cruise. And it has turned into so much more as a way to not have to deal with my hair on a day-to-day basis, kind of let it breathe underneath all that crochet hair. But has my hair had a chance to breathe? That's today's question. So before I started this platform, before July 2016, I was on a natural hair journey. I was growing out my natural hair and I was really being adamant about tracking my progression of my growth. So in November 2015, I took this photo, or I had my mom take this photo of me wearing a shirt similar to this. It was my striped shirt. I was gonna call that my length check shirt. Then in April 2016, I had my roommate take a photo of me in the same shirt to see the drop, and I was like, okay, I see the drop a little bit. I'll insert both photos side by side. Again, one November 2015, the other April 2016. Again, both before my channel, and then I started this channel in July 2016, and I never took a photo again. I never took a length check photo again because my hair was always wrapped up in some crochet braids. But if you see from that April 2016 photo, my hair has some drop to it, and that was over 4 years ago. Now if we do the same with the same kind of striped shirt and we see where my hair falls, again this is me flat ironing my own hair. Again, I started filming this and then I realized my hair was not going to be the silkiest press ever, so I just gave up on the filming process of this. So there isn't a video on how I achieved this look, but it's a puffy blowout, so it's not something I think most people will want to achieve. But this is kind of my length, and if anything it looks very, very similar to how it looked in April of 2016. But I never have had a big chop. I didn't go to the stylist and say take a few inches off. You would think in the last 4 years that my hair would be down to my butt, or at least I would have thought, because my hair prior to starting this channel was growing at a normal and I would say adequate pace. Now I will say today's video I'm going to evaluate my hair first on 4 different avenues, and you guys know I always look for length, volume, definition, and moisture in my natural hair. I'm going to see how my hair I think has done over the last 4 years with those 4 aspects, wearing crochet hair almost exclusively. Now I'd say lengthwise, I think my hair should be longer. I'm gonna be honest with you. In the last 4 years, I think my hair should have grown more. Now, this is the first time I've flat ironed my hair since December 2018. Now, I've had my stylist blow my hair out so that she could trim my ends, but I have not put direct heat, so using a flat iron on my hair since December of 2018. And so this is the first time I've actually really seen it in its full straightness, and I would just say I feel like over the last 4 years I should have seen a little bit more progression in length. And some people might say, well, your hair is colored. Colored hair sometimes performs a little differently. You're talking to a girl who's colored her hair for the last, I'd say 12 years of her life, almost exclusively, and hair has still been growing. I've never been one of those people who feel like your hair stops growing when you put color in it. I've never had that breakage issues, especially since I do go professionally and get my hair colored. I didn't do this at home. This was done by a professional. Shout out to you, Tony. And even if you look at those photos of me in 2015, 2016, my hair was still colored at that point. So I don't think that my hair stopped growing because it's a colored situation. I do think that wearing crochet hair and the way that I wore them may have had an impact on that. Now, volume, I think my hair is so voluptuous. I don't think it's lost any of the volume that it's had before, post, during crochet hair. Check mark on that. I say in moisture, I think my hair still, if anything, may retain moisture a lot better than it did in the past. And I think for the definition, same thing goes. I think my definition is way better now than it was prior to crochet hair. And if we think about me before crochet hair, I was 5 years natural, maybe not even 5 years. I was 3 years natural at the point when I made this jump into trying crochet hair almost exclusively. So now we are 7 years removed from my last relaxer. So all natural, everything is good over here. So definition is way better, I think, than it was in April of 2016. The one thing again, the length, I don't know. It's not bad length too, and I'm not saying like, oh, I don't feel like my hair is long. My hair is definitely long. You guys, I take this in consideration and I'm proud of my length. But again, for somebody whose hair was growing in a great rate beforehand, I don't think it is where it should be 4 years later. It honestly isn't. If it did so well between November and April, and that's what, 5 months from November and April, and I saw a little bit of a drop, we're talking 4 years later. It should be a lot longer. I even dyed my hair. If you guys remember, I dyed my hair, what was it, a little over a year ago, to be able to tell if my hair was growing. I dyed my hair. The main reason that I had my hair dyed, or I got my hair dyed from my stylist, was because I wasn't feeling like I was seeing length results every time I took my crochet hair out. I felt like, is my hair getting longer? I can't really tell. I'm not straightening it. Maybe the only way for me to be able to tell is if I have 2 different colors in and not, you know, re-dye it when I get my roots done, because Tony was like, your roots are growing out. You don't want to get your hair recolored? And I was like, I'm actually doing this for another reason. I'm not doing this because I want my hair to be this color. I'm doing it because I want to see the ombre and want to see how much my hair has grown. So again, I dyed my hair a year ago, almost exactly a year ago, and this is how much, you know, growth I've had in a year. But then again, I think my hair was longer than this when I got it colored. But what are my tips though? Going forward, did I abandon my natural hair journey? I think I did. I think I got caught up in 2016 of making content continuously, and I forgot the purpose of my channel. That's why I didn't do another length check. It's because I got so caught up in wanting to produce content. And producing content in the way that I do it is very time consuming. I don't think you guys know what goes on behind the scenes and how long it takes, because I'm wearing the hairs for 5, 6, 7 weeks. It would be so much easier to be the type content creator who wears a different hair every single day. There's content creators on here where you'll see them one day and one hair, and the next day another hair, and all that. And you guys a lot of times say, I don't know why a lot of content creators don't make their crochet hair content the way you do. And I tell you guys that it's hard. You lose so much time to be producing other hair content when you're stuck wearing a Lulu Tress water wave, or a Lulu Tress island twist, or a Lulu Tress beach curl for 7 weeks. You're losing time that you could be wearing other hair. In the time that I'm wearing hair for 7 weeks, another content creator could make 18 videos on 18 different crochet hairs. Take them out, put them in, take them out, put them in. So again, I like the thoroughness of my videos, and I'll never stop being as thorough. But the reason that I kept trying hairs back to back is because I felt like, oh man, I spent 7 weeks in the main concept hair. Oh man, I spent 7 weeks in the outre hair. Now I have to go back. I wasn't taking breaks. Initially, when I started my channel, I would take a week break, 2 weeks break in between, and then I just shifted into, I would take a crochet hair out Friday, put another one in Saturday, because I felt like I had to keep the ball rolling, and that wasn't the right thing to do. I always advise you guys to take breaks in between your crochet hair. Take those breaks in between, but then on the other end, I wasn't doing that because, hey, I'm a content creator. I have to create content. Sitting idly by is not going to do me or bode me well. So going forward, to continue on my natural hair progress, I'm gonna have to take breaks, and they're gonna have to be longer breaks. And people who get mad when I don't produce a crochet hair video and 4 weeks are just gonna have to deal with it, because again, my hair comes first. I should let my hair breathe and actually follow my own advice and let my hair breathe for a week or 2 or maybe even 3 weeks of just having my hair out. Focusing on one protective style, I think, is what hindered me. Focusing only on crochet hair for 4 years and nothing else, I think, has hindered me. Not switching up to anything else, not giving my hair time to breathe, I think has hindered my hair kind of in its growth. I think it's suffocated a lot. I think it's like, girl, can we get a chance to breathe out here? It's hot out here. It's July. Girl, let me not be smothered up under here. So 1, take breaks. Please, please, please. That's my advice to you guys. Take some breaks. Also 2, diversity in your protective style. Not just doing crochet braids, maybe doing box braids, maybe doing passion twists, maybe doing wigs, maybe wash and goes, twist out. You can run the gambit on what protective style you want to do, but I think you should do multiple different styles. Do not focus mainly on one. Again, diversity of your protective styles, I think, can help a lot, especially with me. I think I've seen progression in I started doing more natural styles in April of this year, right after quarantine. I think April, early or late March is when I focused more on doing some flexi rod sets, doing some twist outs, braid outs, and all of that stuff. And I can definitely say I've noticed a great difference in my hair since making that transition, since making that change, since doing different things. I've noticed some changes. So please diversify your protective styles. The third thing I would say is use products that make your hair feel good, and follow people who, if you are going to do your natural hair, do natural styles, follow people who have similar styles or similar hair textures to you. I think that's where I was going so wrong in a lot of my natural styles before this past year, this most recent year, is that I would watch so many gurus, from people who had 3A hair, 3B, 3C, 4A, 4B, and 4C hair. I would look at all of them and try to grab what products from this person and this person were using, and I wasn't using the right products on my hair. My hair specifically is 3C, 4A. That's what my natural hair is. But I was watching content creators who had 3A hair for some reason, and then 4C hair, and then 4B, and I'd be amazed by the results. And I was never looking at people who had the exact same hair type as me, and I was wondering why my twist outs weren't working, why my wash and goes looked bad, why these styles weren't working. But if you've noticed, I've learned through trial and error through my most recent natural styles, and I know some of you guys have been really enjoying my natural styles videos and have been like, well, will this technique work on a 3C hair? Will this technique work on a 4C hair? Will this technique work on this type of a hair? And I would say I'm not a hairstylist. I've always been clear that I'm not a hairstylist. So everything I do, I've done on one head type. I've only done hair on 3C, 4A hair. I've never done anybody else's hair, and I've never claimed to be a cosmetologist. I've never claimed to go to barber school. I'm always about seeking the person who can best help you and suit your needs. That's why I've been hesitant to do a skincare routine. I get so many questions. Do a skincare routine. Your skin looks so good. I'm not a skincare expert. I'm not a dermatologist, and I am 100% sure my skin is the way it is because of genetics. Because it's not because of the way I eat, because I eat bad. I know it's not because of my skincare routine, because I use cheap, weird products. Sometimes I just switch it up all of a sudden. Sometimes I might go 2 days without using any products, and skin is still the same. So it's genetics. And there's so many people on here who act as skincare experts and do skincare regimens and do all these type of routines on YouTube, and so many people follow them to a T and say, why isn't this working for me? But I'm questioning on the back end, do you have that person's same mother and father? Because their mother and father gave them the skin they have. My mother has my exact same skin. My grandmother has the exact same skin. So the same thing goes for your natural hair. Find content creators who have the same exact hair type as you. And I would even go a step further and find somebody who has the same hair type and porosity. Those are two important things, because 3C with high porosity is different than 3C with low porosity. Same thing for 4A. And I didn't know that either. Again, 2020 has been eye-opening for me in finding out who the gurus who I follow are. I'll list the 2 people who are so similar to me, who I follow their content, and those are the 2 tutorials I watch. I do watch other natural hair content creators, don't get me wrong, but sometimes I'm watching them more so for technique than I am products, because the products may not work for them. So follow the hair type and porosity that's best for you, and I promise you your hair should turn out similar to those people and their techniques and what their hair looks like. 4, the importance of trims. Please get your hair trimmed. Please get your ends trimmed. It's been a while for me. So again, I'm saying something that I'm not actually doing right now, but I need to do. My stylist had opened her books. Of course, she was closed for the few months of COVID. She opened her books, I think May for June. filled up within 10 minutes. Her June calendar filled up within 10 minutes. Same thing with July. July filled up. You have to be on it. It's almost like buying Nikes, getting a hair appointment with her, because again, she has less slots than she used to, because again, she's trying to keep her area as sanitary as possible. So she's not taking as many clients as she normally would and all that. So that's a great thing, and I'm so proud of her, and business is booming. But child, it's not doing me any good because I need my ears trimmed. So trims are so important. I know we used to be scared because we would have those stylists who would chop, who would be like, I'm doing a trim and you get this much done. But going to a stylist you trust, and that's the important thing too. Just don't go down to any old random person. Go to a stylist you trust for your trims, because I know at the end of the day, Tony's not going to do more than what's needed. She's not out to get me. She's not out to give me a bob. She's out to protect my hair and help me on my hair journey. So why not help her? Because if I don't, I know eventually she will have to chop. We're going to have to do some chops because I waited too long in between my trims. So if you are doing protective styles, please don't forget that routine maintenance of going to your stylist. And that's something that I wasn't doing, especially that first year. That first year, I don't think I went to my stylist at all. I didn't know Tony had even moved salons in the year. I was like, girl, I ain't seen you in a year. Yeah, that's because you ain't gone to no professional. You've been doing it yourself at home. I've been seeing your crochet hair video. You need to come to me still at least once a quarter. So I do try to go to my stylist at least once a quarter and get my hair trimmed, get my hair washed, just get my hair, you know, the protein treatments and all the treatments that it needs that I personally can't do at home because I'm not a stylist. And my last tip, massage your scalp. And I think that's what my hair was missing. When I was growing up, and probably up until shamefully I was, I believe, 19 years old, I would always go to my grandmother's house and get my scalp massage. She would take her grease, she would massage my scalp, and she, of course, always said that's how your hair grows. You got to get your scalp massage. So I would just sit there and fall back into her lap. Like, not even my beautician could massage my scalp like my grandma does. Even sitting here right now, I want to go to my grandma's house and get my scalp massage, but she'll tell me, you know, my fingers ain't like they was, you know, 10 years ago, girl. I can't massage your scalp like that. But there was nothing like getting her to massage my scalp. And I do believe wholeheartedly that there was something behind the fact that it does stimulate growth. Your hair grows at the roots. Massaging it, getting that blood working up, doing all that, I can't help but believe that it does help your hair grow. And even the reason that I chose Tony as my stylist, she used to be an assistant to my stylist. I used to have a stylist that I went to all the time, and Tony, my current stylist, used to be her assistant. And the way Tony used to massage my hair in that shampoo bowl, she would only do my shampoos. She wouldn't do the rest of it, but she would do my shampoos and conditions, and then, you know, my regular stylist would take over. But when it felt like my grandmother, when Tony, and she would spend at least 20 minutes just massaging that shampoo and massaging those conditions. And I'll be like, why am I in this shampoo bowl for so long? But then I'm like, why am I complaining? It feels so good. Massages to your scalp, if you can do it at home, getting somebody to massage your scalp. And I think that's what I was lacking in my crochet hairstyles too, was I wasn't having any direct access. Wasn't no massaging of the scalp. Even if I washed my crochet hair out, I was only doing the bare minimum, wasn't getting to where I needed to get. I wasn't having full control of my hair. Scalp massages, I think, definitely stimulate growth to your hair. So again, massage your kid's scalp. There's something to, when you're doing your little 5-year-old, 6-year-old, 7-year-old's daughter hair and massaging that scalp, there's something to it in the growth of their hair. That might be an old wives' tale, but massaging scalps, I do think, stimulates growth. Over the last 4 years, I have enjoyed making content on YouTube. I have enjoyed creating this crochet hair content, and I will continue to do so going forward. But at the same time, I'm going to definitely keep my hair in mind. I want to present content to you guys. I want to make sure that you guys are taken care of, but your girl got to make sure she's taking care of her own self. I think a YouTuber on here, Mariam Musa, I hope I'm saying it right, I'm probably butchering it, but she made a video talking about wigs, and she has a wig channel, and she's been creating wig content for years and years and years. But she recently did a video showing how wigs have had a little bit of an impact on her hair. And again, that's not everybody's story. There's people who wear crochet hair grows down to their butts and no problem. There's people who wear wigs, hair grows down to their butts, no problem. They take that wig off, you'll be shocked. But again, I think sometimes as content creators, we get caught up in the moment with things that we might not be doing the right things to our hair. And I wanted to be conscientious that I'm presenting the crochet hair to you. I'm presenting this content to you, but at the same time that you guys are learning from some pitfalls that I've made. Thank you guys so much for checking out this video. Make sure that you give this video a big thumbs up. If you enjoyed it, give it a big thumbs up. Even if you didn't enjoy it, we want all the love and support over here on this platform. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel so you don't miss any of this good content, and so that we can get to 100,000 subscribers. Make sure that you have that notification bell on as well, so you can be alerted as soon as I upload a new video. Make sure that you're following me on Instagram at Lia Lavon 89 so you can keep up with my content in real time, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. The way you back it up, the way you bossing out the place now.